This is part 1 out of 5-part review of OnePlus 7 Pro.
During part 1,
I will focus on unboxing,
first impressions,
specifications,
and SAR value.
So on this video I would like to do a review of OnePlus 7 Pro. I bought it because it was on sale for only $549. The original price was $699, so that's $150 discount price. And of course, they sold out pretty quickly. The Nebula Blue sold out really fast, then the Almond one sold out right next, and then the Mirror Gray one also sold out. The only one that's available is the Mirror Gray with 6GB of RAM. So take a look. Here we have RAM of 8GB and storage of 256GB. So, well, yeah, this is it. Let's go ahead and open it. Alright, and let's see. Explore the endless possibilities with tech with a community. Just a little note attached to it that is pretty interesting. And here, let's remove the top cover. There we are. So let's take a look. What do we have inside here? So inside here we have a little welcome guide, I think, and just a documentation pack. No? Well, yes we do. There's nothing else inside this box. It's empty. So I'll put it back here. And here is our TPU. I think it stands for thermoplastic polyurethane TPU case. So that is nice because it comes with the phone with the price. But you know, one thing to know about this case is that after 1 year they kind of change color. See, this is my old case from my OnePlus 6 that I have. This is the brand new one. Nevertheless, this case is one of the best ones, I think. It is sturdy. I dropped my OnePlus 6 many times. Well, maybe one time too many. Because, see, this is what happened the last time I dropped it. But this is about OnePlus 7 Pro, so let's focus on that. And with the case, we have the welcome guide. Open. Invitation letter. And yes, here's some nice notes that you can read about. Alright. So next we have the SIM card removal tool. Very nice, because I'm going to need that to transfer the SIM card from my old phone to my new phone. Alright. And then next we have in here is Go Bay. Yes, just some more information. Let's take a look what's inside here. Yeah, so it's a description. See, you get to see everything that you have about your phone. It will tell you a little bit about it. Okay, nice. And what else? We have, appears to be some kind of regulatory
Conformance.
Yes, so you can read that too. Nice sticker. And that will be it at this point. Next is the actual phone. Whoa, nice. So let's see. I'm going to shift this in here for now. And I'm going to remove the wrapper from this smartphone. So here we are. Wow, this feels premium. This feels premium, man. I'm not kidding. I love it. Look at this. Wow. The Nebula Blue is the one I was looking for at the time, but it wasn't available. But this one ain't bad at all. There's just a silly sticker in here. What kind of sticker is that? Let's take a look. This is a smartphone and some numbers. Yeah, see, this is the kind of sticker that I'll just not put on the phone. I'll put it on something else. But if you take it out, no sign of anything. So it's all good. Alright. So for now I'm going to just put my sticker in here. And there we have it. What else is in the box? Let's keep on looking. Oh, you know what? Keep in mind, that this comes with pre-installed screen protector. So you don't have to do anything, it's already here. Nice, very exciting. So what else is in the box is I want to know. So here we have, this is the USB-A to USB-C cable. So there it is, standard cable that will be used with our warp charger. And okay, here's a cover for that I just removed.
One thing to add is that the cable for the 30-watt warp charger comes with those little plastic tips or rubber tips. Nice touch, protects the tip, so you can remove them and store them in your box and use them if you think you need to.
And here is the warp charger, so it's bigger. Yes, and it says right here, right, what it is. So 30 watts, man, 30 watts of power. That's gonna charge your phone lightning fast. For comparison, take a look at the old charger, right? This is OnePlus 6 charger. This is OnePlus 7 charger. So it's a double the size, but that's alright, because it will charge much faster. Let me take a look really quickly on this. So what I'm reading here, 5 watts opposed to 30 watts. So that is crazy. Well, there are even faster chargers available now, but I'm jumping to something really fast. So here is the charger. Besides it being a super premium feel, and allow me to put this case on it. You know what? No, I'm not going to yet. First, what I want to do is to show you what this phone has. Here is where its camera is going to pop out. This is the front-facing camera, and this is where it's going to pop out from. Here you have a noise-canceling microphone. It's one of 3 microphones on this smartphone. And also here you have one of the speakers. So here is another speaker. Now you have a stereo sound. And also 2 other microphones.
You might find this interesting that in OnePlus 8 Pro, the microphone located by the bottom speaker was relocated to the cutout by the back camera. They left the second microphone by the SIM card where it is.
In OnePlus 8, not the Pro version, the microphone by the bottom speaker disappeared.
And OnePlus 8 has 2 microphones, while OnePlus 8 Pro has 3. Let's get back to the OnePlus 7 Pro now.
And your USB-C for charging data transfer. This is where a SIM card comes in. Here you have your power button, and also you will have your slider. On the very top you will have silent, on the middle vibrate, on the very bottom volume on. Here are your volume buttons. And a triple camera setup with dual flash. That's very nice, really nice. Also important to mention is that if you buy this phone from T-Mobile, you will actually get a SIM card with it too. I didn't because I bought it directly from OnePlus. You get your dual SIM card in here. Now, you do not have wireless charging with it, even though you have a Gorilla Glass on the back in here. This phone also supports HDR. HDR stands for High Dynamic Range. It produces brighter highlights and wider range of color details for a punchier, livelier, and more detail-accurate image. But when it comes to its specifications, it has a CPU Snapdragon 855 with Adreno 640 GPU. This version here has 8 GB of RAM, but there is also 6 GB and 12 GB of RAM available. This one here comes with 256 GB of ROM, which is its regular storage. Now, what's important about this storage, that it is the UFS 3 storage. So what it means is that it's much faster. It's a super fast storage with the fastest CPU. That's just great. Now in the back you have 3 cameras. The 48 megapixel camera right here, 48 megapixel with the aperture of 1.6. And you have the 8 megapixel telephoto lens with the aperture of 2.4 and 16 megapixel ultra-wide lens with the aperture of 2.2 with 117 degrees field of view. It's not the largest field of view, but it is great. And you also get a dual LED flash with it.
It can record 4K videos at 60 frames per second And it can also record slow motion videos at 480 frames per second at 720p resolution or 240 frames per second at 1080p resolution.
Front camera will pop out from the front, and it is the 16 megapixel camera with the aperture of 2.0. This cell phone records videos with the front-facing camera at 1080p with 30 frames per second. The battery of this phone is 4000 milliamp, which is quite a lot. And the screen diagonal here is at 6.67 inches. The resolution goes at staggering 3120 over 1440 pixels. And it also has 516 ppi, pixels per inch. This is the Fluid AMOLED 90 Hz display, which will be super fluid once we turn it on. This also supports P3 white color gamut, and unfortunately there's no headphone jack with this phone. I truly miss it. I do. I use it. I have audio equipment that I still use it with. Some fancy audio equipment still requires a headphone jack and does not support Bluetooth.
I know I could get the USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter to resolve this, but
I like my headphone jack, which this one doesn't have.
it also does not have SD or micro SD card slot, so no expandable storage.
Let's put that case on it maybe first. Here. So there it is. There's a little sticker that you can remove, and here is what the phone looks like with the case. Let's compare it to its predecessor, the OnePlus 6. Yes, this one is a little beat up because it's been in use for a year and a half now. See? So there's a small difference in size between the two phones. They both have the same TOP cases on right now, right? You can see that. You can see that the OnePlus 6 is a little beat up because it fell. It fell many times, man. But finally, it cracked on the back. And the color difference is also visible. This is the AMOLED coloring, and this is the
silk white.
I like both of them. So on the camera, I see that maybe there may be preference for this one, maybe not. I like this AMOLED. It looks in real life with real eyes really nice. So, and the slight size difference. Great. So let's put the OnePlus 6 back in its case. And I've been very happy with OnePlus 6. I was truly happy. Now, additional thing to mention about those is the SAR level, the radiation level. Nobody talks about it much, but it is important. Now, OnePlus 6, it rates at about 1.2, I think, for the body, because it's measured for the body and for the head. And well, let's verify the actual measurements. So according to the website devicespecifications.com, the SAR value for OnePlus 7 Pro for head rates at 1.2 watts per kilogram, and for body it goes as high as 1.2. Yes, it has the same measurement for head and for body, but for example, second measurement done in Europe rated it at 1.4. So it's quite high because the highest acceptable level of SAR value, which is the radiation this phone creates when in use,
is 1.6 watts per kilogram in the USA and 2.0 watts per kilogram in Europe.
Especially when it connects to the cell phone towers or satellites. It's high. So it doesn't matter when you use it for a year or two. But maybe after 10, 15 years, people get skin cancers. I'm not gonna speculate much about this, but it's good to pay attention to the radiation our devices create when we use them. There's some great reports and experiments.
This completes the part 1 out of 5 of the review,
Go to the part 2.
which will focus on first setup, battery
Recharge speed. Fingerprint setup.
SIM card
Installation and more.
part 2 now. Do it now.